Hi guys, so I want to talk about what I envision for the future of travel. Now, obviously, yeah, we're going to be seeing things like planes and ships being grounded and having their whole fueling system changed, and you know, we're going to be seeing huge changes in fuel in general, which is going to affect the transportation. And I am seeing things in regards to that as, you know, things being travelled through with light beams. But that isn't what this video is going to be about, okay? Because that is one aspect of travel. But what I'm going to be talking about is as we go further into the age of Aquarius and the prospect of teleportation becoming widely available to the public. Now, I'm gonna talk about what I see happening and how I kind of see things going about. And then I'm gonna talk about my own personal experiences with this as well, the transference of consciousness. I just did a video about 2025, and I was originally going to upload the video that I originally done about teleportation, but I seem to have lost it, so I'm re-recording this again. But I will mention things, when it comes to my own experience, I'll mention things that I've talked about in that video that I did about 2025. But what I'm kind of envisioning, okay, so I'm just going to talk about how I see this kind of being in regards to an everyday person's experience, okay? So obviously, you know, in a short amount of time, we have integrated computers into our homes, we've integrated TVs into our homes, we've integrated phones into our homes, we've got the mobile phone, you know, we've got these Alexas, we've got everything, robots in our homes, yeah? So this is quite normal, you know, this is not far-fetched to imagine this coming into the home and being a part of people's homes, and then also having a place in like public or like your local sort of public domains, yeah, you know, the town you're in or something. And also then I do feel there's going to be some sort of, and that's going to coincide with a mobile device. But I'm just going to talk about what I'm envisioning in regards to the home, of how people will be able to teleport from their home, because this is going to be like the easiest and safest way to go about this. So what I'm seeing is there is going to be like some sort of pod, yeah, there'll be like a type of pod. Now, I feel that with this pod, it's going to be something that you originally will either sit on or lie down in. There's going to be something, it will change, but I feel like it's going to be something like this. You're going to sit down or you're going to lie down, you're going to be comfortable, okay? Because your body is going to stay in this pod. So there's going to be some sort of security for this pod. You know, there's going to be a code, an individual code to get in and out, that nobody can come in and interfere with your body or affect your experience. It has to be really secure. Your body has to be protected while in the state that it of stillness that it will be in. So there'll be some sort of pod that you'll go into. You'll clip some things onto you, and we're already seeing these, you know, the frequency scanners for the health. Yeah, we're seeing frequency scanners for health. Now, this is also gonna coincide with what I am seeing in regards to the change in financial structure and how we receive money, and the system that we're going to be using to receive money. So check out that video as well, because that will make sense with what I'm going to be talking about right now with this. So you'll go in, you'll put these things on you, or you'll be scanned or something. There'll be something in there that is going to be checking your health. Yeah, you'll be checking your health, but not just your physical health. It will check your mental health, your emotional health, you know, spiritual health. You'll be scanned. Your aura will be scanned. There'll be, your chakras will be, you know, scanned. Everything will be scanned to see that you are in a healthy state to teleport. Okay, because it's not about, you know, having some sort of dis-ease in any part of you, then teleporting and doing something, you know, where you've teleported to. So there needs to be the sort of security kind of for yourself, but also for others with this. So there'll be like this scan. And I'm seeing in regards to where you want to teleport to, there will be for example, how you dial a number on your phone. You know, you can phone someone from another country. Yeah, so there'll be like a code or something to where you want to go. Yeah, the area you want to go, the country you want to go, the dimension you want to go. You know, it will be like a code, and you'll tap into that. You'll be scanned. If it's all good to go, you'll get accepted. There may be like this payment thing in regards to these points that I see us using in regards to our new currency. Okay. So perhaps you'll pay the points, because what will then happen is you will be connected to an avatar. Okay. So where you are going to go, I feel you are going to be linked to a hub or a public. It's a company, or there's going to be something, like a rent-a-body, like a rent-a-body company, where there's going to be avatars. And I don't know if they're necessarily going to be biological, because I mean, that's another question, isn't it? That's another topic. These, you know, people wandering around that are basically like drones. Yeah, they're open, but they're like drones. They're like literally just waiting to have energy transfer into them and operate through them. But basically, whatever it is, whether it's, you know, AI or AI robots, or whether it is an actual a sign up that humans are going to be doing and contracting themselves to, regardless of what it is, because also it doesn't necessarily have to be human. I feel like they're going to have other things that you can connect with, like maybe like fish, like AI fish, or something like along those means, where you'll be able to do deep sea diving, but without the need for boats and stuff like that, without creating pollution in the ocean, but you'll be able to transfer your consciousness into a avatar AI fish. So you can go and have these experiences like it's real, as if it's like, you know, you're having it and you can touch it. You know, like we have the headsets and stuff. Imagine like that, but even more real, like as if it's you can feel, you can sense things, you can feel things. But whether it's natural real fish that has some sort of chip or something, I don't know what they're going to do, whether it's AI or whether it's going to be chipping specific biological animals, humans, whatever. But what I do feel is there's going to be like a phone number that you'll dial to connect you to wherever it is in the world that you want to go to, or whether it's, you know, something that is going to be transferring you into the sea to go and do some sea exploration, or, you know, whether there's something in the sky or in space to do some space exploration. You're going to dial some code or some number that is going to transfer you to that portal sort of thing, that place, where you will, when you've had your scan, it will be like either no or go ahead. You pay your points to be using that system, and then if it's all good to go, you get accepted in the deal that you want to do with the teleportation, you know, if the other side says, yeah, all good, go ahead, then you will go into a meditative state. Now, you can actually do this anyway. You don't actually need to go through some sort of AI process. You and I can easily get ourselves naturally into this state. How do I know that? Because I've done it. I have transferred my consciousness into 2 different people and had an experience, a real experience, as the same as if I was in my own body, but operating through their bodies, yeah, in a different country, in a different place. Like, my physical body was lying on my bed, still, peaceful, you know, meditative state. I wasn't connected to my body. My consciousness had been transferred into another body, okay, a male actually, and I could see, you know, I could fully see it's not my body, but I can use this body as if it was my body, you know, as if it's this body that I'm in right now. I can move it, I can direct it, I can communicate with others, I can have whatever experience I want to have, but it's my consciousness, yeah? So I'm fully living through this, although I'm just in a different body. My body is safely at home. I'm in a completely different country on the other side of the world, having a different experience, in a completely different time zone. But it was just as real as what this is. Like, I can physically touch things, and I can feel how things physically touch, taste things, everything. It's normal. So we can do this without artificial intelligence, but I feel what is going to be coming in and be brought to the masses is going to be supported by artificial intelligence. So I feel you'll relax, you'll go through some sort of meditation, and there'll be some frequencies, but it will be supported to get you into that state, you know, because it's a little bit like astral projection, but different. You know, a little bit like astral projection, a little bit like lucid dreaming, but you're not in a dream state, you're in a living state, you're an awake state, a conscious state, and your consciousness has taken another body. You know, your energy is fully in another body. You're not sharing that body. It's not like a battle, like, okay, you want to do this, but I want to do that, and you're fighting for that. Or it's not like you're just sitting inside this body as a passenger, observing them about doing what they want to do, and just feeling the experience that they're having because they want to have that experience. You're in full control. You are literally in full control. You're able to direct this body to do what you want to do. You're the only driver in this body. Okay, so I do feel that is like soul contracts, that's soul deals, that's contracts that souls have with each other to lend a body, you know, lend a body, share a body. And this, I've been thinking a lot about that this year, because we have, you know, there's so many people who get murdered or, you know, are bumped off because they're doing something, and specific people want to stop them from doing that. Yet the thing that a lot of these people who want to stop them don't know is their consciousness can hop into another body and continue their soul mission through another body. They're not going to go through the death and rebirth and amnesia process. There's not going to be amnesia. They're not going to forget their soul mission by killing that person. Their consciousness is going to hop into another body, and the program, the mission, the soul mission, the job, yeah, is going to just continue where it left off through another person who's going to be fully aware and know everything. Yeah, they're going to know everything, and they're going to know what to do, because it's that person's consciousness just operating through another body. Yeah, through a different body, a different avatar. Consciousness is still the same. So yeah, I feel like with this teleportation, you've gone in, you strapped yourself up, or you've got comfortable, and you know the lasers have been going over, you've been scanned, you're all good to go, you've paid your points, you've dialed whatever, you've had an agreement. So whether it is that you're going to be taking an AI robot, or you know that you have somebody, a biological person who has signed up physically signed up, but also soul contract. They've signed a soul contract to sign up and be part of this program. And you know, you've got a receptive person on the other end who you're going to be hopping your consciousness into. Yeah, you're going to be borrowing their body, and all the information is all going to be logged. So we're going to know if it is a biological person, if it was actually their consciousness or someone else's consciousness who was operating that avatar during that time, just in case, you know, something happens, there's an accident, or you know, a body dies or something, then it's going to be logged of whose consciousness was driving that body at that time. I feel like it's naturally going to be natural biological vessels, you know, bodies, whether it's human or animal or whatever. And I feel like this chipping thing is going to come in with that. So then you're gonna be there, you're gonna meditate, you're gonna have frequencies and support given to you to help you get into specific states. You know, we've got like these companies like, Synctuition and stuff, like advancements upon meditation and frequencies, all programs that have been put into place and stuff. So, and then your consciousness is gonna be transferred, and it's going to be directed to the avatar that you are technically renting, yeah? You're borrowing that. And this is how people are going to have holidays, yeah? There's not going to be like this pollution of transport, okay? There's not going to be like planes and ships and stuff. Yeah, there may be these things for a period of time with a transition of fuels, but eventually there's not going to be those things. It's literally going to be about teleportation, and it's like beaming. It's like you're going to be beaming. And it's funny because my dad and my auntie, when I was tuning in, because they had passed away, so I was communicating with them, and they were showing me like a map with like laser beams and stuff. And I feel like this is something that they've been working on in the dimension that they are in right now, after they've, you know, passed away and left this realm, this plane. And I feel like that's something that they are working on, but I do feel like this is going to be brought in, where we are literally going to be teleporting our consciousness. And it's going to be amazing. We're going to have the same experiences as as we would in regards to us taking this avatar on a plane and going to Hawaii, you know, us simply going into our pod, right, getting comfortable, having our security codes, so nobody can come in and interfere with our body while we're in this state. It's all being monitored, everything's being monitored, our health is monitored throughout the process, and, you know, we have kind of used our points to pay for the rental of another avatar in a different country, say like Hawaii for example. So then we go into our meditative state, our consciousness transfers to that avatar, we start using that body, but we have exactly the same experience. We remember it, we can touch it, we can enjoy the food, we can have that physical experience, that exact same physical experience as we would with our own body. Pollution, right, is going to be zero. Again, with deep sea diving and stuff, you're not going to need a boat to go out to the sea. You're literally going to be able, they'll probably chip a load of dolphins or fish or something, and you'll be transported into them, you know. But obviously I feel like that's quite a way off. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing for the future of travel. It's going to be teleportation. This is going to be normal. It's going to be like a few homes have these pods first, and then every home's going to have a pod. And then there's also going to be like pods, like there's going to be like sort of pods that can be used in specific places, but it might just be that then that's like an entry and exit point. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, like how you've got like a train station or an airport. Do you know what I mean? You have to take your body back to this place and sit in the pod, strap yourself in again so you can teleport back to your own body. Do you know what I mean? So it might just be these pod stations for these bodies to be used. Do you know what I mean? And there may be some other sort of thing where when you exit that consciousness, something else comes in. Do you know what I mean? But it's all monitored. It's all very monitored. And there is a log of whose consciousness was in there when, if that makes sense. So it might be something that if you want to sign up to use this, then you also have to agree to be able to have something use your body. Do you know what I mean? It may be some sort of experiment like that where if you sign up, then you know, yeah, you're joining a club where you can use someone else's body, but someone's going to use yours, and it's going to be monitored. Obviously, there's going to have to be a lot of experiments done on this to make sure that other people's consciousness isn't going to be affecting the physical vessel. So it may be that, you know, this could be in connection with certain blood groups and stuff like that. You know, there may need to be soul groups and blood groups. There may need to be some sort of identification upon that, so to make sure that there's no sort of any detriment or any incompatibility of some sort in regards to soul groups and the biology and the blood groups, you know, because this is another thing. Certain soul groups incarnate to specific bloodlines. Yeah, there's specific, you know, that there is this element of that. So this is really complicated, but you know, leave that to the scientists. I'm not the scientist. I'm just like a visionary. I'm not the scientist. I don't know what they're going to be doing. All I know is what I see possible and being an option for us. So yeah, that is what I'm seeing. Teleportation for the masses. If this interests you and you are interested in what I'm talking about in regards to the point system, check out that video as well, because that is incredible, and that is actually being tested out right now, but it's being tested out in a bit of a dysfunctional way. It's being tested out in a way that is not going to work, and I feel like the reason that why it's being tested out this way is to educate us about that, to sift through the failures to find the, you know, the light bulb, the aha thing. So yeah, it's like it's a little bit like the Chinese social points program, but completely different to what I'm seeing. Something similar to that, but completely different. Something that's very harmonious, that's actually going to bless us and really benefit us. It's going to support our harmony. It's going to re-educate us, but in a harmonious way, not a dictatorial way or a controlling, suffocating way. And I've been saying to people, not everyone, but I've been saying to a few people this year, you're not supposed to work for money. You're not supposed to work for money. I think they think I'm talking about, okay, you're not supposed to get paid for your work, but actually what I'm talking about is you're not supposed to be working. You're not supposed to be working. And this goes into the shift in manifestation and understanding that feminine energy and how we're going from being masculine-led in manifestation to feminine-led in manifestation. And we will be getting a re-education of universal laws, and we're basically going to get re-educated on how to be happy as individuals, and we'll get paid for it. That's what we'll get paid for. We're not going to get paid to work and to suffer. We're going to get paid to be happy and to do what we enjoy and explore our own talents and gifts and what sings to our soul, not what, you know, we feel we have to do to pay the bills. So that is another video, so please feel free to check out that video. Just, you know, check out the videos that I put up on this page. Some of them are like this, others I'll probably be having a rant and talking about certain experiences that I'm having and how I'm observing myself through those experiences. But I hope you enjoyed this if you're still listening. If you like this video, you know, feel free to give me a thumbs up, comment, subscribe if you want to see more, hit the notification bell. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this.